And why are we here? What is this place? This place is called the university. And the university's aim is to teach, definitely. It's about learning and development in different perspectives. It could be emotional.
So, psychology is here to help us how to relate to people, how to communicate with people, how to establish good relationships. We find delusion as they actually think about something which does not exist. They feel things through their sense organs which is not authentic, which is not there. Eye contact is important. If you don't have eye contact, it means that do you think that I am a good student? Do you think that I answered all the questions properly? So these people are always thinking that, no, I'm not a good one. What happens to you is here. Anything. So you change it, you manage it, you think positively, things are going to change.
You and I, professors, educated, master students, PhD, we need to know, we need to go for the literacy, for the education, information, the knowledge about what?
November 4th, and we are here today again, and we're going to read a poem by فروفرزاد. من خواب دیدم که کسی می آید.
I've had a dream that someone is coming. I've dreamt of a red star and my eyelids keep twitching.
Change our thoughts and ideologies, our attitudes about things positively, then there could be a chance for the transformation in the whole world. It's like a triangle of thoughts affecting your emotions and emotions affecting your behavior. So whoever you are or the way you're feeling, everything is here. So here we have a shift from deficits, disorders.
We're talking about peace, inner peace. So, and then we are all educated people. I think all of them are professors, lecturers, and teachers. So
If you learn to be happy, number one is you become more resilient. People have different opinions. If I ask you here, you would say, if I have only a Mercedes-Benz.
Professor Haratkin will be delivering a lecture.
there could be some research dealing with the potentials of women, dealing with the potentials of us, we. Healer, first of all. So we need a healer here. Sometimes I ask my students at the university to take their pens and their notebooks and start writing about a very important topic. And what is that? The question is, who am I? In the beginning, it might seem a bit easy, but as they start writing, it looks more challenging. Good morning, I'm Dr. Farzaneh Haratian, and she is our esteemed dean. For emotions, we need some regulatory techniques. We needed ERS. Remember that? Emotion regulatory strategies. And this is not easy. Strategies need practice, it needs education. That's why we're here. And E. Cummings. I thank you, God, for most this amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees and the blue true dream of the sky, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. I who have died, am alive again today, and this is the sun's birthday. Fine. Huckleberry Finn. Yes, and we have the awakening. Good, thank you. Stephen Crane, the narratives of life of Frederick Douglass. But remember, Mark Twain, in this time, who do we have? It is called Victorian period. And we have Jane Austen. You remember Jane Austen? We watched the movie Emma, Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, talking about women. Romanticism. William Blake. O Rose, thou art sick, an invisible worm that flies at night in a harrowing storm has found thy level of Crimson Joy. They talk about nature, they talk about personal feelings, William Blake, Wordsworth, Keats, Coleridge. So this is it. And then we have realism, then we have naturalism, Shakespeare. And as you see, in the axis of time, we started with old English literature.
نفس آواز عشق میرسد از چپ و راست، ما به فلک میرویم عزم تماشا کراست. ما به فلک بوده ایم، یار ملک بوده ایم، باز همانجا رویم. جمله که آن شهر
每一次呼吸都是一首爱的歌，从左到右，从我们身边走过，我们将回到上面的世界。这样的命运。
大家好，我是فرزانه حراتیان و دشوشن هم我海Luna 博士。今天我要谈谈我在中国安徽的记忆。我喜欢
To our next keynote speaker, Dr. Fazenia Haratia from Suzhou University. Dr. Fazenia Haratia is a distinguished associate professor, currently teaches at Suzhou University in China.
Psychology in translation studies or in translatology. Apart from MT or machine translation, we are dealing with human beings. Whether we are working on translation, I mean in the category of theoretical or practical or applied, for example, whether we are dealing with process-oriented approaches toward translation, or product-oriented or function-oriented, or whether we are dealing with the students in translator training courses. It's about the individual differences. We have to take it into account. We have to consider that when we are teaching the future translators, we have to know that these two students, these two translators are different. That is why the outcomes of their translations are also different. That is why we have one novel and about 16 different translations, very different in a style, in the way they have perceived it.
expressions, gestures, postures, even vocalics regarding the tone, the pace, the volume that you have, they are all conveying information. And as a teacher in the classroom, we have to be aware of this mechanism involved because sometimes some of this non-verbal communication can be a great distractors for the student. For example, between the ideas of Piaget and Vygotsky regarding the topic of scaffolding.
They were self-controlled. They control themselves. As you see, we're talking about happiness and how we can be happy as students.
These strategies, abilities that we need to know, we need to learn, we need to practice in order to conduct a happy, healthy, flexible, and a positive life. I'm talking about ERS, emotion regulatory strategies, how much of it we know in practice, and how flexible we are when we are under pressure, experiencing stress.
Okay, let's read it together. 2/5 of the grain is ruined. 2/5 of the grain is ruined. Why? Because we have the grain. With a last name, initial. Papers and articles. Your name is going to shine on Google. How? People around the world would know you, would recognize your talents. How? Through your writing. For each writing, we should have introduction, body, conclusion. Now that you're going to write your digital assignment,